What's going on, dudes? Jason here with some Nuke slash MOAB gameplays. Basically, I got the idea that I should make a commentary, comparing MOAB versus Nuke, pros and cons of each one. There you saw the loading screen, and then I just skip ahead to the life that I actually get the Nuke on. And same thing with the MOAB for the Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. It's just that life of getting the MOAB. But a lot of people, ask the question, which one was easier, which have you gotten more of? And honestly, for me, the answer to those questions is different. Obviously, it's easier to get a nuke. I mean, I don't think anybody would dispute that. But I've gotten more MOABs for some reason. And I'm going to kind of talk about them right here. Obviously, I'll start off with the nuke first, since this is the gameplay that's going on first. The obvious benefits of it are you can run the kill streaks. They will build up to your nuke. Unlike the MOAB, you have to get all those kills with your gun or grenade or whatnot for a MOAB. But with the nuke, all your kill streak kills will build up and add up to the nuke. So you can run the well-known, best thing to do is run the 7-11-25. You run Harrier, and then your choice of either AC-130, Chopper Gunner, and then the tactical nuke. And quite frankly, it's so easy. Once you get to the Harrier, it's just over, which you'll see in this gameplay, because your Harrier will more than likely, I'd say about 70% of the time, the Harrier will get you to your next kill streak unless it gets shot down. In that case, you'll have to actually get a few more kills to get to your 11 kill streak. But, for the most part, the Harrier is going to get you to your next kill streak, and then hopefully your next kill streak can get you about 14 more kills to get you to 25. So, especially in a game of ground war where there's 9 versus 9 people, that's pretty easy to do, is to get that kill streak to get you 14 kills, So pretty much once you get to the Harrier, it's over. But at the same time, you don't you actually have to run the nuke as a kill streak, which isn't really a big deal. I kind of like the fact that in Modern Warfare 3, even if I'm running UAV, Predator, Harrier, or UAV, Predator, attack helicopter, I can still get the nuke, if I continue to get enough kills in a row with my gun. I kind of like how it's just kind of like a built-in point streak, whereas in this game you actually had to select the nuke as your kill streak. But, not really a big deal, because if, you're probably not going to get 25 kills in a row unless you're legitimately trying, because, you're going to have to sit in the corner and wait for your kill streaks to get you kills. As you saw me, I've pretty much been in the same back half of the map for the entire time, but that's also because I kind of know the way the spawns work here on Favela, and I know that if I stay back there, I have a pretty good, range of sight to anywhere that they're spawning from. I get the elevation, I'm up top there. They have to run up either side, either that hill that has the long street, or they have to come from the playground over there. And either way they come, I'm still elevated higher than them and can shoot them as they're trying to run up to me. So that's kind of why I stuck back there in that corner. But here you just see me blasting away with the chopper gunner, and there you go, I've got the nuke. Easy enough. I got to 7 kills, and that was pretty much it. And then I believe I skip along into whenever I call in the nuke once I get out of the chopper gunner. But yeah, and a big thing about the nuke is the nuke will freeze the score. I really like the fact that the nuke freezes the score. Say you're playing Team Deathmatch in Modern Warfare 2 and your team has 74 kills and you call in the nuke, you could kill 10 enemies while the countdown's going on and it won't matter. The score just freezes. Right now you see we have, I believe, 6,300, or is that 6,900? I can't really read. But if you watch any of the kill feed, any kills don't count. It's just over. The nuke just counts down. As I'm trying to get this guy, I don't know why I didn't get him. It looks like I was getting hit markers with 7 bullets. But and then also you also get a death from the nuke. I don't really like that. If you've built up 25 kills in a row and you're going to end the game, I feel like you should at least be spared the death. But again, that's not really a big deal, because if you've gotten 25 deaths in a row, 25 kills in a row, what's one death going to do to your ratio, And this is here on Outpost. This is right after I get killed, and I got an assist that counted as my first point for my point streak. So now I'll talk a little bit about the MOAB. While it is harder to get, I feel like people really underestimate the benefit of having all the perks. Once you get to 7 kills if you're using hardline, or 8 kills if you're not using hardline, then you have every perk, you have your assassin, blind eye, sleight of hand, quick draw, all of these combinations that are not normally possible unless you're running specialist. So that really makes you feel like, you're like a one-man army, really. I don't know if anybody's noticed that, but the little specialist bonus symbol, the little that's like kind of like the one-man army symbol. Like you basically are a one-man army once you get all of these perks. And I feel like if you didn't have specialist bonus, it would be so much harder to get a MOAB. Like you wouldn't have as many MOABs going on, you know, as there are right now, because I don't know, like it's almost like if you use assassin the whole time trying to get your MOAB, you have to give up perks like, you know, quick draw and, you know, even hardline, I guess, but that's not really a big deal when you're going with specialist. But blast shield always helps you out though. Like you get to have blast shield once you get specialist bonus. And if you watch any MOAB gameplay, I can guarantee you that they've probably gotten like thrown at grenades at, or if you have blast shield pro, they've gotten stunned or flash and they can recover faster from that. So I mean, really, it's just like, I don't know. I really think people underestimate the benefit of having all of the perks that are in the game. And it also just feels better. Like when you're running around, like look at me, I'm just like owning these kids, you know? Like I'm just running out there with all of this, like just firing on them. But that's also because these kids kind of suck. But at the same token, you know, it's more thrilling, I guess. It makes you feel better as a Call of Duty player to call in a MOAB than it does a nuke. Because obviously if you get a nuke, most people know that you just got 7 kills and that was pretty much, you know, the end of the game. But whereas you get a MOAB, there's no denying, like no matter how much you camp, like people talk about camping in a MOAB, but I mean, for real, like you go try to camp in a MOAB, the same people that talk about that, like they couldn't go sit in a corner and get a MOAB. Like they'll get grenaded or they'll get, you know, flashed and killed. Like it's even hard to camp to get a MOAB. I know people think that sounds like ridiculous, but once you start to get to like 12, 13 kills, the other team starts to realize where you are. So that's kind of why you have to position yourself around the map. You know, and then you also can really hear footsteps a lot when you have Sit Rep Pro and Dead Silence Pro. As I get a nice triple here. I can't believe these kids didn't see me coming up behind them as I killed their friends in that tunnel. And their little, you know, skulls pop up, and obviously they didn't care. But yeah, I mean, you guys let me know what you think. This is pretty much wrapping up here. I feel like I got, you know, most of the things off my chest that I wanted to say. But so obviously the nuke is pretty much, you know, 10 times easier, but it feels a lot better to get a MOAB and call in a MOAB. But yeah, here, like you see, I called in that MOAB and then picked up a dog tag, and the score went to 64. So I'm like yelling on the mic right now, telling people not to pick up tags. But anyways, the MOAB goes off here. I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay, and be sure to leave your comments. You know, how many nukes or MOABs have you gotten, as I get to actually stay alive and my team gets to stay alive. And anybody that doesn't know, your entire team gets double XP after a MOAB. I did not know that until about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So if you see me the rest of the time getting kills, it's like plus 100 for each kill. That's because you get double XP after a MOAB. So anyways, yeah, like I said, feel like I keep saying this, but be sure to leave a comment and, you know, give some thoughts on the MOAB versus the nuke. And I'll talk to you guys later, and y'all have a good day.